how you feeling down there? Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already...
Ooh, I've got it bad for you. Tell me what you need now. Tell me what you want. Tell me how to get inside your heart. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me every thought. Tell me how to get inside your heart.
Fellas, I'm going to have to start doing cardio to get my heart in shape for that premiere.
Trying to wipe the saliva off your mouth.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Luke Gallows, weighing 215 pounds, Carl Anderson.
And ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw is powered by Tap Out. Men's and women's athletic apparel available now at JCPenney. Anderson and Gallows head to the ring. They made their presence felt last week. Enzo and Cass were in the ring getting ready for a tag team match.
Now I am Smack Talker Skywalker, and I got a microphone lightsaber for a hater.
And from out of nowhere, Gallows and Anderson shutting Enzo's mouth, doing the WWE Universe a favor. Bang! Boot of doom. And they weren't done yet, Byron.
That is lawless gangland mentality. Oh, magic killer delivered to Big Cass. Courtesy of Gallows and Anderson. And that is what Anderson and Gallows have been saying all along. No more fun and games. They're over in the tag team division. But it's Carl Anderson set for one-on-one action tonight. Well, it's one thing to attack two guys from behind.
Accompanied by Enzo Amore, Big Cass.
Hopefully Enzo's out here to apologize for New Jersey for what they did to pedals. Stop it.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you do? What we got over here? A couple of haters? A couple of haters?
Hate it or love it, we do not care, because you can take your opinion and shove it.
You two have been chumps from the jump. You chump change. And tonight, Anderson, chump change bodes well for you, because you got hell to pay. Big Cass is coming down to that ring and just spirals at your dome piece like he's John Elway.
Because there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-F-T.
So Carl Anderson set to go one-on-one with a 7-footer, Big Cass, here on Monday Night Raw. Carl Anderson, obviously the smaller of the two men, but don't let that fool you. Anderson, vicious as they come, but Big Cass taking the fight to Anderson.
Anderson and Gallows thought they were going to get one over Enzo Amore and Big Cass by attacking him from behind. Now you're seeing what happens when Big Cass wants retribution.
It certainly looks like Anderson and Gallows touched a nerve with the 7-footer. Big Cass showing aggression, throwing those hands.
And Big Cass with a fall-away slam, sending Anderson right out of the ring.
I understand where Big Cass and Enzo Amore come from. Respect is your life code. When you violate that code, you pay for it.
And now Enzo gets involved, taking out Gallows.
Preemptive strike there against Gallows.
And now it's Anderson.
Anderson with that step-up kick, caught Cass.
And it's rolling up Cass, shoulders are down, kick out at 2. And now Big Cass again with the power. Here we go, here's the cover by Big Cass, hook of the leg, oh, and he got it. Big Cass got him.
Here's your winner, Big Cass.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little surprised. Big Cass dispatching of Carl Anderson in relatively short order.
Again, you just saw firsthand what happens when you get under the skin of Big Cass and Enzo Amore.
And East River crossing by Big Cass gives him the win over Carl Anderson here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw.
How you doing?
Man's got a point to lose. Listen, you take care of your end of the bargain, and we'll take care of ours. Drew, you guys just follow my lead out there with TJ, and I promise I'll take care of the rest, okay? Trust me.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, did you come here to give me another cheap shot like you did last week? Is that it, TJ? Oh, Sir Lancelot. Are these two knights in leather armor your new friends? You just don't get it, Game Boy. This isn't the Cruiserweight Classic anymore. This is Monday Night Raw. And at Raw, there are no friends, but there can be allies. Oh, so that's why you requested the 6-man tag tonight. Let me guess. My old friend, the Brian Kendrick, promised you the world if you'll soften me up before our championship match at Hell in a Cell. What was it? A future title opportunity if he wins? TJ, you don't know me like you think you know me. You knew the old Brian Kendrick. Get it? Brian, I know you better than you know yourself. And at Hell in a Cell, it's game over, man. That's the problem with you, kid. To you, this is all one big game. You think this is, we're living in WWE 2K17, huh? And you've got unlimited lives because you're young. Well, I'm on my last life. And that's what makes me the most dangerous player in this game. Because I'll do whatever it takes to survive. You get it? Gentlemen, do we have a problem? We're scheduled for a 6-man tag match later tonight in the ring, but it looks like you guys want to throw Knuckles back here. Cedric and I can handle that. Looks like I do have some allies. See you out there, buddy.
Well, we heard earlier from the challenger, Charlotte. We still get to hear the boss's thoughts as she sits down with Lita before the historic Women's Championship match inside Hell in a Cell, less than 2 weeks away.
Welcome back live to Monday Night Raw here in Denver, Colorado. Still to come tonight, the return of Goldberg. But we're also looking ahead to 2 weeks. Hell in a Cell, Sasha and Charlotte to make history for the Women's Championship.
I heard from Charlotte earlier who said, you know, I was born for moments like this. I was born to be successful on the stage of Hell in a Cell. But you said it, Michael, first time ever, the Raw Women's Championship will be on the line as Sasha Banks defends against Charlotte. Well, WWE Hall of Famer Lita had a chance to sit down with the boss.
Sasha Banks, thanks for sitting down with me.
Thanks for having me.
Less than 2 weeks away. You're going to defend that WWE Women's Championship in a Hell in a Cell. I spoke with Charlotte earlier. She says she's ready. How you feeling?
She's ready. I'm ready. I've been ready. I mean, this is huge. Charlotte and I started with each other in NXT, and it's so crazy to see how far we come from NXT to now. Now we are making history inside a Hell in a Cell, and no matter my opinion or how I feel about Charlotte, I know that we've done this together. I know that we came up together, so I do respect her. We've come such a long way, but I'm here to show her why I'm the best. She thinks that she's the best, but she is no Sasha Banks, and I'm going to prove that Hell in a Cell.
You know, she did acknowledge your long history and that you are one of her toughest competitors, but she says at Hell in a Cell it's going to be her night and that she's walking out WWE Women's Champ.
Really? She thinks that's going to be her night? I mean, she does realize that Hell in a Cell is in Boston, my hometown, where it all began for me. Since I was a little girl, that has been my only dream to be in the WWE, to be the WWE Women's Champion. That's what I am now. I'm making history. I can't really get that through my head that I'm making history right now.
I know, like, this is real.
It's
like,
real.
soak it in for a second and enjoy this moment.
It's huge. It's so special. And I'm like, sometimes I don't even know that this is real. When I sit back and I have the opportunity to sit back and really think about everything that I've ever done in the WWE, it's crazy. This evolution, this woman's revolution, it has come so far. And just to know that I'm part of history right now, to be the first ever woman inside a Hell in a Cell, I can't believe it.
I mean, and you are just getting started. I want to go back to SummerSlam, and you were having some problems with your back. How are you feeling now?
You had to bring that up?
I just want to know. I don't want you stepping inside a Hell in a Cell with back problems.
Listen,
how is it?
SummerSlam was SummerSlam. I got a little ahead of myself, but I'm back. I'm better than ever. I've proven that I'm the women's champion. So, of course, I'm 100%. I'm good to go.
All right. So let's talk Hell in a Cell. Ominous, intimidating structure, lowering down in that ring. How are you feeling? Is there any part of you that's afraid?
I don't want to say it's fear, because it's not. I know what I got myself into. I signed up for this. I'm the one that wanted this match, so I should know what I'm getting myself into, right? I don't want to say that I'm afraid, because I've been going back to the WWE Network and I've been watching Hell in a Cell matches. So I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm trying to prepare myself mentally, but I just know when I step inside that ring with that cell over on top of me, it can't be fear, because fear is not an option for me. I'm here to show Charlotte and the world exactly why I call myself the boss. And at Hell in a Cell in 2 weeks, I'm here to make history.
Gentlemen, it seems to me like the boss understands the magnitude of the history-making match at Hell in a Cell, but if she's not careful, her place in history is going to be the first woman to lose the championship inside Hell in a Cell.
We both know you got to understand about something when it comes to Charlotte and Sasha Banks. These are two ladies who deliver in high-pressure situations. And I guarantee you, we're going to see a side of Sasha and Charlotte that we have never seen before.
And it takes place in 2 weeks at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. When you hear the name Goldberg, you think about intimidating, intense, devastating, one of the greatest champions in WCW history. Well, earlier tonight, we showed you how Goldberg defeated Hollywood Hogan for his first world title. Now he had an opportunity in 2003 in WWE against Triple H.
This is what our business is all about. To see who's the best. Right now, it is that man. He's as deadly as any human being walking the face of the earth. Goldberg. Don't get any bigger than this. Goldberg is an animal with raw power. Triple H sending Goldberg right through the referee. And that is a cerebral movement. How convenient. And the referee is down. And fear. Will it be? That's in the camera. He has done it. Goldberg has become the heavyweight
Goldberg returns tonight to Monday Night Raw for the first time in over 12 years to answer the challenge from Brock Lesnar for one more match. Goldberg live tonight.
Well, we saw tensions flaring in the locker room earlier, and it all comes to a head. Six-man tag team match. It's cruiserweight action, and it's next.
And we are back live on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Venice, California, weighing 170 pounds, Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick gets an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title in 2 weeks.
His tag team partner from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 202 pounds, Drew Gulak.
He may look like he just came from a Renaissance fair, but that is a dangerous, dangerous individual.
Their tag team partner from Long Island, New York, weighing 190 pounds, Tony Nese.
Yeah, a man who proudly wears a chip on his shoulder and calls himself the premier athlete.
After the performances we've seen recently from Tony Nese, it's hard to argue.
Well, you know, Cruiserweights are exclusive to Monday Night Raw, and you can see him next week when we head to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the Target Center.
Their opponents, first from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 205 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
One of the most dynamic talents in the Cruiserweight division. Every time you see Cedric Alexander, he wows you a little bit more.
His tag team partner from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing 170 pounds, Rich Swann.
My man, I can categorically assure you, Saxton, you cannot handle this.
Their tag team partner from Los Angeles, California, weighing 170 pounds, he is the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, TJ Perkins.
And there's the man, TJ Perkins, will defend his Cruiserweight Championship against in 2 weeks in Boston, Massachusetts at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event. And you heard what Brian Kendrick had to say earlier tonight, Corey, that this could be his last chance, his last life, and that's why he's the most dangerous player in this game.
Absolutely right. Brian Kendrick put it in terms that the kids would understand these days. Video game references, but it's true nonetheless. Brian Kendrick looks at this as maybe his last opportunity.
It's all about hashtag Cruiserweights in this six-man tag team matchup. Interesting to see if Perkins and Kendrick will shake hands.
Yeah, how about that?
But that's the veteran experience of Brian Kendrick. He wants to see how deep he can get in TJP's mind before this match at Hell in a Cell.
And Drew Gulak locks up with Rich Swann to start off this tag team matchup. Gulak from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that blue-collar mentality.
Oh, God. Is that blue collar?
Many people say he'd fit right in with the Eagles fans. And nice takedown, waistlock takedown by Drew Gulak into the front face lock on Swann.
Gulak prides himself on his technical versatility.
Well, and he is that. Rich Swann, of course, the high flyer, loves to entertain. So quick. Leapfrog Gulak. Oh, look at Rich Swann. Somersault with a drop kick.
On the mark.
Swann is so spectacular, ridiculously athletic.
And here comes Cedric Alexander. You want to talk about spectacular and athletic.
Tony Nese in, gets caught. Yeah. Watch the speed, the incredible lightning quick speed of Cedric Alexander.
Wow. And tag to TJ Perkins, the current Cruiserweight champion. Won the Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network this summer, and the reason he's the champ. Faces Kendrick in a couple of weeks.
This is this unbelievable power by Nese we've seen.
And Nese into the cover.
to be able to stop TJ Perkins' momentum dead in its tracks into a suplex. Unbelievable. That's why they call him the premier.
Watch out. Knee-bar. Kendrick was trying to take advantage of Perkins, makes it to the bottom rope. That's the submission move that TJ Perkins has taken out a lot of opponents with. Six-man tag team cruiserweight action continues live.